Welcome back to the channel. You know, we're doing more stuff out here in this sweaty garage as always. This time we're working on the GX. We're basically going to get it up in the air so we can get some differential fluid, transmission fluid, hopefully some radiator fluid and everything just swapped out just so everything's good to go. Less of a concern, especially because it's only one owner car, so you never really know how competent the previous owner is. So we'll just take care of it, make sure we don't have to worry about anything. So we're going to get underneath the car, lift it up on one side from the GX Bob, appreciate you, good sir. He pretty much showed out everything, where it needs to go, all the stuff. So if you need to know how to do it specifically for a GX, go there. But here we're just gonna try and fly through it, get it out of the way, lift it up, take the tire off. It looks like the front differential is essentially right here under where this tire is, so underneath. The rear end differential obviously in the rear and the center, so that's not really of a concern. And then the transmission is in the center and the transfer case is in the center. So we'll try and get the diffs and then the transfer case done real quick, knock that out, and then we'll go straight to the transmission, see if we can knock that out in the time we have, because we got to pick our daughter up from daycare. So let's get going. We're just going to lift it up here underneath the frame as a starting point, and then see if we can't get this tire off real quick and get easier access to everything. We got the fan going because it's hotter than hell out here, but let's get under here real quick and we can see our differential, that drain right there, and then where's it at? Right above it, the fill. So we'll take the fill out first, see if we can't get to where we need to go, and then we'll start draining everything out. Make sure we don't have any issues there. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, there we go. Total extension makes life a lot better. Might need a full battery on this one. Top one came out easy. Bottom one, not so much. Okay, let's try a different one. There we go. Nice. A little bit of metal shavings on there, the usual, right? All right, we're all drained up. Let's go ahead and put the drain plug back in. All right, we got all our fluid out. Looking okay, but this is gonna be our replacement fluid. Just throw in there for the front diff transfer case and the rear diff. So we'll get this piped up with our compressor. We'll do the old trick of just putting the line in it and letting it squirt all the way through. So let's get it set up and knock it out. So just in case you aren't aware, this is pretty much what I did with this car. It's what I've done with the red Miata and everything. So basically just have your compressor filled up with air, you know, normal stuff, get a normal little hose, and then just drill a little hole, have a little spigot for it to come out, and then you will pressurize with this right here, put it in the hole, and then you'll just apply some pressure, and that should force a pressure zone in here, and then force pressure to push everything out of this. So it'll be a little bit easier than a transfer pump. So let's hook it up. Going up, put it in. We'll have our drain stuff underneath, hopefully. Okay. Just see, it feels still kind of heavy. So we're gonna keep going until it's completely full, and then we'll clean the area up. All right, first one is filled. It started draining out just like any other diff for that matter. So we'll just tighten up the top bolt and then we'll get out of here and move to the rear. All right, now we're in the transfer case area, which is basically just the driver's side, and that's the front end where we just did the diff. So now we'll do the transfer case since we're right here and it's already in the air. So same thing, drain, fill at the top. Let's do the same thing, same fluid, get her going. Nice. Super easy to break that loose. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get the other piece, the drain and all the fun stuff. Okay, the top one we already broke loose, so now we should be good to get the bottom one. All right, let's clean this bolt off, shall we? Diffs are easy because you just fill them until, you know, they start spilling up the top, which is the beautiful thing. I don't really have to look at anything, but I think I have 6 quarts total of diff fluid. So should be good to make the front, middle, and the rear end finish up here. So let's let this drain for a second and then we'll come right back. Tighten that down and then we'll start filling it up at the top again. Well, there we go. It's not leaking yet, it's just getting full. We're getting close to being empty, I guess. So we'll transfer over it to the other bottle real quick and keep it going. Okay, let's try another bottle. Oh yeah, they're full. Very nice. So then we can take you back out. Let's put you down. Clean up our surrounding area. Nice. All right. Transfer case filled. Just need to torque everything down, and then we should be golden. All right. We got the top one luckily broken off. I need to buy another socket for that, but at least we have it started. Okay. Clean up both of these up real quick. Let that finish draining for a moment and then we will fill it back up. Okay, let's tighten this bad boy back up. I can see a lot of people rounding this thing off. Okay. That's good, let's fill her up. We're looking good. Thought it would be a little hard to see everything, but we're on the passenger side underneath the car, and we're essentially going to be getting that 24 mil bolt right there. That is going to be our fill, and then this 14 that's right here is going to be our drain. We're not going to take the cover off and do all that, but we are going to take our filler piece and get that taken care of so we don't have any issues. This is the, I guess not filler piece, this is the drain to make sure it's at the perfect fill line or whatever. It needs to get up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit temp-wise for the fluid. I'm not going to be able to tell that, but I'll be able to tell by the pan temp and see if we can get something working. So we'll crack the top loose. That's over here. We'll crack this loose and then we'll drain everything out. So let's get to it. All right, so the majority of the stuff is done. The front diff, the rear diff, and then the transfer case all filled up with new fluid. So we're good there. No leaks, you know, so far. We'll turn the car on here in a second just to make sure it runs and does what it's supposed to do. But for the transmission fluid, which I was planning to do now since I had a little bit of time, it's a 24, just like 24 millimeter bolt, just like the rest of them. But it is, I need a short, which I don't have any short 24 mil stuff. So we go to O'Reilly's because I need to pick up some stuff there anyway. Once I take this alternator off for the other Miata, since we had some fun with that the other weekend, just to make sure that that's good. And then, yeah, come back, do it again, finish it up, and we should be set with the rest of it. So, see you in a bit.
Pretty boy.
welcome back. We're here again, back in the garage, dying of this heat, per usual, just trying to, you know, get stuff done. Again, pretty much went up north the past, I don't know, it's been a while since I posted the video, but a couple weeks ago, I went up north to see a buddy of mine with a group of guys, you know, just chilling. Went off-road, and I'll insert a clip somewhere in here.
It's coming up. I'm pretty sure it's that right there. Is it? No. Yeah. It is. No, it's not. That wasn't it. This is it!
Yeah, that was it, all right. And he's just, yeah, he had a good time. It was good seeing him again. It's good seeing how ridiculous his truck has been. So, Nick, if you're watching this at all, congratulations on your bullshit-ass truck. That's insane. Anyways, back to it. We went off-roading a little bit, you know, with Pearl. So, if you haven't heard her name, Pearl, recent 2018 Lexus GX 460. Say that 10 times fast. It is, I think I had 85,000 miles on it. It's pretty decently low in the grand scheme of things. But, yeah. I don't drive much because I don't need to because I work from home. But with this, you know, it works out because then I can tell, which I actually did last week. But from that, you know, went off-roading regardless, took the bumper off a little bit. Just, I don't know if it was because it scraped or something. But yeah, so we're replacing the little bumper supports that are on the side to get everything going. So let me show you where we're at with this. So most recently, the bumper would just kind of pop off a little bit. You know, I'm assuming it's just because wear and tear over the years, whoever had it before me. It's really only one owner, but yeah, it's just things that happen. Especially being out here in Arizona, these things sweat and just completely let go pretty regularly. So with any car, my Mazda Speed 3, same thing. So replace them regularly and then we're good. But otherwise, yeah, pretty straightforward. There is, I'll show you the clip. So these are the clips themselves that basically sit in there. So there's two bolts, one in this hole right here, and then one on this side right there. And then this is just a push-in piece. On the other ones, it seems, you know, the replacement units is different. So we'll see how well that works out. But otherwise, we'll just be buying a Lexus one. But, you know, trying other stuff out, see if it works out well. But this is the new one. So it looks like it's not supporting a hole, but it's supporting a bolt over there. So we may just break this back piece off to get this to support a hole. But who knows? Either way, but this is supposed to, you know, replace it. You basically put it on there first. You don't have to take the whole bumper off, luckily. Seems pretty easy enough to just pull this off out of the way. Just don't pull it too far. And then slide this in here. Good to go. So let's see if it's that easy. Oh, it's not bad. So let's see if this will just slide in. Okay, I mean, it went into place, so that's good. Let's put our bolts back in and see where we get from there. Well, my phone needs to cool down apparently, but we got it on, finally. Just a bolt that's up here. I don't know why there was another one back here, but yeah, took that off. So now we can just push this up and into place, hopefully. Okay, there's the front. All right, everything snaps into place, which is good. So now we just need to tighten down the screw on the back end to keep it into place, and we should be good to go. And now we got the fender back to where it was. Seems like the OEM one's probably a little better, and maybe I can tighten that thing down on the back a little bit more, but overall, not bad. Not bad at all. Now, the trip that I just had with this car was awesome. Sitting in California in Anaheim, hanging out with all the boys. Super sick. All the No Pro guys, show some pictures, you know, all over the place, but sick experience, sick time. Thank you, Ashton, if you ever do see this, for one, loaning the trailer, two, for helping me get it off the trailer, and three, for putting it back on the trailer. So, and dealing with all the nonsense that I put you through. So I appreciate that. More than you know, sir. More than you know. Need to get the wife in on it so she can help me out, you know, next time. But either way. But yeah, this car did phenomenal. No issues at all. The whole time we were in California, the fans both were running, kicking on. Only the concern is, you know, the amperage when both fans kick on. Since they are hardwired together right now, since the relay, for whatever reason, kind of stopped working. I just hot wired them just for the weekend, so we may look into that. We may just leave it and get a better alternator. Not really sure yet. We'll figure that out as we go. But overall, this car did phenomenal. So I'm thinking about going back for JCCS. Maybe, we'll see. See if we can get in, blah, blah, blah. So we'll do the registration stuff and see just how far we can go. But yeah, man, it's good. It's good. It's really good driving this car again, especially for long distances and just knowing that it did everything I was hoping it would do. So that was good. And then all the modifications that we just recently did to this, you know, all the coolant, that's next. But the transfer case, the diff fluid, all that stuff, you know, worked out pretty well. Perfect timing. So radiator stuff is next, just to get that out of the way, make sure it's truly, you know, not bulletproof, but set and good to go, since the radiator fluid gets pretty acidic and then tears stuff up. So we'll get working on that here in the next few days. And then, yeah, man, on call for work. So that sucks, but otherwise life will continue on. So once on call week's done, then we can get back to knocking some stuff out with this, because we got some plans. We got some plans. So stay tuned. Forgot to make an outro. So appreciate y'all for watching football. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.